Shalom. Shalom, call lawyer, like Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Chodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, of great millstone, Ruwa, Shalom, Wakasai, Labakir, peace and mercy to the elect. Fellow servant, Yadi, I represent the GMS Church here in Cleveland, back in the spirit. Hoping I pray this is an edifying lesson. It's going to be this a very...
During the 4th of July sale at Valley City
Salakia, Satan. Various topics video. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking on multiple things. I had these this is a saved video. These are the videos that I saved in my history on the Newsbreak app. Because particular headlines, they caught my attention. The shit that it was saying, this would kill him. Kill, kill, which is really, whatever. I ain't even gonna go on. That's another topic, another time, man. You know what I'm saying? Going into killing, the difference between kill and murder. Murder is justified. Killing is premeditated. That's what killing is. Oh, Salaki, forgive me. See? That's why I said it's another type of... Killing is, I said murder is premeditated, forgive me. Killing is just justifiable, all right? And murder is unjustifiable homicide, okay? So, but I seen this article, man. I said, man, what? So look, I'm gonna just put it up, right? K-I, capital letters. Group of 5th grade girls plotted to, so you see the word right there, right? Plotted, because it was premeditated. They came up with a plan. They got together. They consulted one another. They brainstormed. Yeah, we could get them in the bathroom and we could just lure them. Hey, that's why you got to be careful with these women. That's a prime example right here. You know what I'm saying? You see, you got to be real mindful, because these women pursuant to the scriptures, And I ain't even talk about just with this situation. I'm just thinking of the scriptures in particular about how men, the things, the trials, the tribulations, the fucking obstacle course, the marathons they run, the cross-country marathons they run, and I'm just being facetious right now, but I'm just, at the same time, I'm talking about jumping through hoops for these women. Niggas, they do that, according to the scriptures. Niggas do that, man, for that box. At the end of the day, man. That's why you can't put that shit up on no pedestal. And that's what apostles said years ago. Years ago, probably 20 years ago, before that. They saying that these women Apostle Gabar in particular, the elder Apostle Ramlai was on the camera. There's a video about the women, an old video. And we were talking about these women being reduced to P-U-S-S-Y. You see? So look at this, man. It says, group of 5th grade girls. I don't know what age you would be in the 5th grade. Maybe you would be real talk, because the difference between girls and women, all right, the difference is that girls, they cannot, and we done said this I don't know how many times. Go ahead, bro. He dropped, see, niggas don't follow the, see man, niggas, look at him. He could have just, oh man. Yeah, but 5th grade, I believe, I don't know, 5th grade from the ages of 11 and 12, you know what I'm saying? So these young women, young maidens, pursuant to the scriptures, meaning what? They probably around the age of Mary, the mother of Yahweh Shai. These people even called Jesus, the wife of Joseph, Yahweh Sap. Alright, Yahweh Sap in the Hebrew is he will add, I think. Yep. So these not even girls, bro. These are young women, because when you 5th grade going to the 6th grade, it's probably 12, 11, 12. All right. But it says 5th grade group of 5th grade girls plotted to murder boy who cheated. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know these young women, they influenced by social media. And bro, listen, man, this is some new terminology that was just created. I never looked the word up, cheat. I'm pretty sure it may go back, but they always revise the words and the meaning of words, man. They always change the shit to suit their agenda. All right, cheat and all this shit. If you look it up for the, as a matter of fact, let's go to etymology online, and we gonna see what the word cheat mean and what it go back to. Because you better believe whenever this word was mentioned, look, right, it's from mid 15th century, so the 1400s. All right, let's see what it say by definition. Cheat is a verb. All right, it says mid-century to escheat, to seize as an escheat. Now I don't know what that word escheat means with the prefix s in front of cheat. Probably have to look it up, right? X cheat, I guess it go back to X. So let's read it. A shortening of the old French escheat. It says legal term for revision of property to the state when the owner dies without heirs. So that's really what the word cheat goes back to. It don't really, the modern definition of it is, you know, they try to associate it with adultery. Man, I'm sick of talking to these people. You know what I'm saying? But this for the elect. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do these visions. So like, that's what we do these lessons for. These epistles, these video epistles. That's what we do this for. We do it for the elect in it anyway. You know, to the edifying. You know, to the building up, to the equipping of the saints. We equipping the brothers. Starting with the brothers, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Seminole Indians of the elect. I equipped them with you know, with the wherewithal, if you will, to where really is the wisdom, understanding, knowledge of the Heavenly Father. They're going to, you know what I'm saying? Bro, why the fuck do my brakes sound? I just did these brakes. Slocky, man. God damn. So yeah, you got the word cheat, right? Yeah, it says legal term for revision of property to the state when the owner dies without heirs. Literally, that which falls to one, past particle, happened before, or horror. They don't say nothing about no women, a man dealing with another woman, man. Dealing with multiple women. They don't say a motherfucking thing about that. You know, see? That shit all motherfucking, that's witchcraft and sorcery of this devil. Alright? Like I said, that he with his social media, the medium, you know what I'm saying? So like I had to pause that video, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going into, you know, the word cheat and, you know, yeah, the media, that's what I was mentioning, the media. Why do y'all about your own shot with the medium and the motherfucking, the familiar spirits and the soothsaying and the motherfucking enchanters and the like that they mentioned in the scriptures. That's their biblical name, these motherfucking people. We're really these Edomites, and then you got niggas with it too. You know, the Black Boule. I got a magazine. I'm reading about that too. And then I don't know. I didn't read this article, but when I seen this article that I'm going into from the word cheat, man, I feel like this. It might be Edomite. I didn't read the article, you know, but I'm thinking from the perspective of Jake's. That's the perspective that I'm thinking from the perspective of Jake's. Yeah, like I was saying, like you people, witchcraft, warlocks, sorcerers, this devil, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the self-proclaimed white man, that he got 2/3 of our people into this shit too. They could, you know what I'm saying, when thou saw a thief, thou consentest with them. They companions of thieves, they consent with thieves, they in agreement with thieves, they thieves they self, pursuant to the scriptures, man, you know? Thief coming not but to kill, steal, destroy. These niggas do that too. Fuck, first and foremost, the scriptures for these niggas. That's what they try to do. They try to seize on his inheritance and so on, like the scriptures say. You see? Yeah. So like I got distracted. Damn. So the word cheat, man, it don't even, let's see what it goes into a little more. If it goes into like a woman and a guy and, you know what I'm saying, cheat on, as also compared cheat. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. The royal officer who had charge of escheats evidently had a reputation for unscrupulousness, and the meaning of the verb involved through confiscate. All right, so the word evolve, from its inception or creation, to deprive unfairly. It ain't saying nothing about a man being with another, even saying about a woman, which that's adultery in the scriptures, man. And then see the thing about it, these young women in the days, 2025, the hope for of our destruction and judgment, I'm just going, you know what I'm saying? The hope for of our deliverance, the destruction and judgment of Esau, Edom, our motherfucking arch enemy, the so-called self-proclaimed white man. All right, they don't, I ain't seeing shit. And like I said, man, I'm kind of excited. Let me calm down, man. It says to deprive unfairly, to deceive, impose upon, trick, and they said the intransitive sense of act dishonestly, practice fraud or trickery. Don't mean all right. And it's from the 1630s. To cheat on, right? Here we go. This when they revised the word cheat, so it could fit their motherfucking agenda and they ideology and they doctrine. The so-called white man is the day that I'm referring to. They switched the motherfucking words because they got controls of the word. They do the words. You know what I'm saying? The shit that they prescribe, they write the law, these motherfuckers, the pen is mightier than the sword. And that's why they pass legislations. Trump and motherfuckers signing executive orders and all this shit, man, right? Right? It says to cheat on, in parentheses, someone, be sexually unfaithful is attested by 1934. So in the 30s, that's when they came up. Well, that's when they revised the word to apply to men and women, right? Cheating on their spouses. But that's not biblical. This word cheat is not biblical, man. It's not. The word is adultery. When we go into adultery, right? A man can commit adultery, right? How does he commit adultery? Not by dealing with multiple women. He commits adultery by dealing with a woman that's already married or betrothed. The word betrothed is another word for engaged engaged. So she's married to a man or betrothed to a man. So if a woman married to a woman, we blowing down on her, popping her and everything. You see? Right? If two women is married together, we blowing down on both of them. And whoever take the bait, we dealing. Fuck is y'all talking about? That shit completely out of motherfucking order, man. So this shit came in the 1930s, and that's, you know what I'm saying? And I got this book that I'm about to start reading, another book, the Wadi Yabba Shimon Shai. It's called the Orchestrated Destruction of Black Boys or something. I forget the title of it, but it goes, this Jake, and this is from the 50s, man. 20 years after this word, right? In the 50s, the late 50s, mid 50s, the destruction of black boys, the intentional, I forget the name of it, but Lord willing, I might put it in the description. Lord willing, I'll put it in the description. Yeah, this book. You see? So this shit came about in the 1930s, man. The fuck is you talking about? These devils know that they was doing this shit deceitfully to deceive you niggas, because they already know they had a plan to start social media, and they already had it, because they ultimate goal is to the NWO, the New World Order. That's their ultimate goal. All right, the digital currency to transfer. We were talking about that in the last live show we did last Friday. Go check it out if you ain't seen. We were going into the money in Jekyll Island, Georgia, the creature on Jekyll Island, Georgia, the secret creation, the Federal Reserve, and the other war with the motherfucking World War I, 1914 to around 1919, and World War II, dealing with the World Reserve currency right after that with this motherfucking monetary system. So they're gonna change this shit up, man. So let me go to this article, man. It said group of 5th grade girls plotted to murder boy who cheated by luring him into bathroom and planning fake suicide note. Alright, so they fucking demons, they conduits for the spiritual demon Satan, these women. Alright, these young women, the young girls, all these women, these female specimens, and niggas too. But we focus on the woman right now, right? Planning a suicide note and all that shit. West Surprise and Sunrise. It's like West Surprise and Surprise, Arizona. So, it said police in Arizona said a group of 5th grade girls plotted to murder a boy after luring him in the bathroom. Let me go down, blah, blah, blah. I ain't read this. I probably did read some of this. The names of the accused plotters are not being released due to their extremely young ages. The girls in the question are 10 to 11, you know what I'm saying? 10 to 11 years old, right? Right, like I said earlier in the video, like 12, 13, and so around the same ages, man. Right? Let me see, you got 5 girls, so obviously Jake or little dude, whoever he was, boy, likely he was a Jake. Cause they on that type of shit. That's just what they spirit on. They ain't dealing with just one woman. And these Edomites, they try to be motherfucking monogamous. Like, get the fuck out of here. Mono meaning one. Get the fuck out of here. One woman. Get out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know, each of the girls had an assigned role to play. According to the police report obtained this week, broadcast, one girl was to provide the murder weapon, a knife. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna read this. I'm gonna put it in the description box. I just wanted to do a quick lesson on it, man. So I pray this is edifying. I give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Chachadash, the man, sponsor, Els, a great millstone, rule well, Shalom, Wakasalah, Bakyar, Chum Yashallah, Baba, Ball.